Okay, what we're going to look at today is what is known as a musical waterfall. Where I learned this from was from a song called by Danny Gatton called Nit Picking. I learned the whole song and still working on it. I don't got the speed up. I wish I could, but getting working on it and it takes some time to get through that. But this is off of when you're listening to the song. There's a slow blues section that Danny plays, uh, and he's following the progression. And there's a lick there that's really cool. That's it there. I read it once in a guitar player. They call it the musical waterfall. So it does sound like that. What it is, it's a combination of open strings and fretted notes. I remember reading once that Danny learned it from key style banjo playing. And key style, Bill Keith was a banjo player. Excuse me. That would use fretted notes and open strings to play fiddle tunes really fast. Now, mind you, when you play a key style, things are played a little bit. Um, everything's set. You have to play it just right, make it sound like a piece. But this, he's using it more of in a classical sense. So let's get to the lick. And it's going to be based on, I don't know if, this is based on an E7 chord. So the notes that we're going to play, fretted notes, are, we're going to play the fifth fret on the E string. So this is an A7 chord, and it's going to be descending. This is the root, the A. We're going to go to the 8th fret, which will be the flat 7 of the E, the A, the 6th fret on the G, the 7th fret on the D, and the 7th fret on the E. So we have 5th fret. So we have, I'll move this over so you can all see it. 5th fret on the E, then the 7th fret, 8th fret, sorry, on the B, the 6th fret on, using my second finger, but with the fingering I'm using is first finger on the 5 there on the E string, pinky on the 8, second finger on the G, 7th fret using my third finger, and then 7th fret on the A. Now what you're doing is you're playing a note and another fret note, then you're playing an open string. That's the pattern. Okay, so the first lick is you're going to go 5, 7 on the B string, 8 oh my gosh, 8 on the B string, then open E. So we have the next lick is going to go, so we have again high E string, 8th fret B string, open E. Okay? Now what you're going to do next is you're going to go second finger or first finger on the 6 on the G, open B, and then second finger on the 7th on the D. So we have this. So we have this going on. Again. Slower, I'll do it one more time slow. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to go, oh my gosh, I got to remember to play it. You're going to play, after you play that, you're going to play the open G, and then the 7th fret on the D. So and then you're going to play the 7th fret on the A and the open D right after that. And so you've got this wonderful cascade of notes. What this is outlining an E7 chord, but with, you've got the 9th in there, you've got the open B in there, you've got the minor 3rd in there too because you got the open G, so just a lot of color going on there. Okay. So let's go over it one more time, and I'll do it nice and slow, and I'll tell you the notes and everything like that. Oh, by the way, when you're playing this, you have to do some hybrid picking. I don't know if you guys know what hybrid picking is, but it's usually going to be picking fingers, okay? So my pick is going to play, sorry, my finger is going to play, I'll move this over. My finger is going to play the high E string, and then my pick is going to play the next string up, and then my finger is going to play the next string. So you can watch the right hand again. Is I'm going to go. And think of it as groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Next group. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going finger, downstroke, finger, and I'm going downstroke, finger, downstroke. And then the next one would be the same thing. Okay. Slowly. So make sure you're doing that. You might want to figure out a fingering that works for you. I don't know if this is the way Danny did it or whatever, but I just know what works for me. I was just playing this like for a while. So again, first you're going to use the first finger on the high E string, 8th fret on the B string, open E, right? Then first or second finger on the G string, on the 6th fret, open B, and then the second finger on the 7th fret on the D string. Open G after that. You play open G, 7th fret, and then 7th fret on the A string. Bit of a complex lick, but this is more for advanced country players. But it's great playing over a blues if you're in a, right? So yeah, hopefully I can play it clean. You can see where that work over an A blues. Experiment and see what works as the A chord is going by. You're playing an A. Say you're playing an A chord. Hear what it sounds like. Hear what the chord tones. And when you go into, say you're going to go into a D9, because it is outlining some of the D. When you go into E9, it's outlining a little bit of the E. Each one of these guys, when you're playing it, each one of those tones is going to gravitate or work over top of that blues, and it's going to give you a different sound. So see how it works over all the chords. And again, just keep on plugging away at it. It takes time. Any questions, just ask. I'll gladly answer them to my best ability. Maybe I'll even write out the tab and somehow post it. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't really have a website or anything, but so that's a great little waterfall. Now these things could be expanded upon. If you have other arpeggios, You could, there I went to an A minor 6. You can see all these things. I'm just taking the same pattern and playing different notes. Experiment, see what different notes you can come up with. Maybe something will work, and you might find something that goes, wow, that really works, or what was that? But that's how you find some of these things out. You expand upon what you learn. So that's a normal M I go. So these things give me this electric waterfall. And I hope that helps. Again, ask any questions, and I will try to answer my best ability when I can. It's great, and great talking to you guys. And take care now. Bye bye.